Welcome to another episode of Boss Plays Live. I am your host, Xxspiracy. We're going to be playing some Pragmata. Your stream just fired up whilst I was watching Kersha, and I thought her feet just wigged out on the audio. Sorry to be interrupting on Kersha's time. I haven't seen a Kersha stream in a while, to be fair. We're going to be playing a little bit of Pragmata. Let me turn the audio down just a teensy bit. Now, I don't know what type of game this is, or if this is going to be like a FPS or an action game. What's up, Ray? I don't know if this is going to be an FPS or action game or any or whatever. All I know is that it is very reminiscent of BioShock, and it has a really interesting art style. So we're going to new game. We'll do standard. Wait, no, punk. Start the game on standard difficulty. This mode is recommended for players who like action games. This is the normal setting. This difficulty can be changed to casual when incapacitated. Yes. People say this is a Mega Man, even though Twitter says it isn't. Aim and fire. Reach the green EXE node to hack targets. Move the cursor across the hacking matrix and connect with the EXE mode. Complete the hack. Aim with that. Move cursor and hold an R. Okay, let me go. How does that? Okay. I have to move the mouse to move the cursor. It does kind of remind me of Binary Domain. You hacked them, you open up your weak spots. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to get the cursor to move inside. It says move the mouse, but my mouse is kind of shit, so I'm not gonna hold that against the game though. Hold on. I accidentally like initiated a shortcut. Had to close Windows option. Oh. Got it. Okay. Yeah, I had to hold one of the buttons on the left-hand side. I have like buttons on the side of my mouse. So you have to press one of those buttons and then navigate the mouse that way. And I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a whole nother skill. I barely use those buttons. During an investigation of abnormalities on a cradle, Hugh Williams becomes isolated and meets a young android, Diana. The two head to the top floor of the solar power plant to restore the main power so they can call Earth for help. Hey, what's up? Otaku. Looks like you have to hold the right button, maybe back and forth. Yeah, I figured it out, but like, yeah, it's like I barely use those freaking buttons. You're asking me to use buttons that I barely use on my mouse. And I thought originally I was going to be able to use the controller, but I think we can work with this. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Restore power to lunar base.
Hey! Mama! Mama!
Press C to scan. Are there any health items nearby? Let's see, there's files, one file. Guidance, Helios. Was watching John Cena's last match. Yeah, I didn't realize that was his last match. Control, space, and hover. This is a lot to take in. I'm only like, what, 5 minutes into playing it? So far, I like it. It's a lot of stuff to take in, though, I'm playing with the keyboard. So trying to get it, taking all these controls that I use in different things, whatever, is... You know what? I'm gonna get used to this, and now when I actually play, if I get the Switch 2 version, or if I get like any other version of this that's a controller based, I'm probably gonna be like a fish out of water. Press the prompted buttons in order from the outward inwards. So aim, W, S, A, D, input. So D. Okay, S.
Sorry, Mom. You know the manga self-introduction song I like the most?
Hold on, what?
You know what the
Sorry about that. My daughter is bothering me. Demo will come to PS5 soon. Dad, what's the mindless self-indulgent song that I like? You shouldn't like those songs, honestly. A, W, W, there we go. Making my hands do things that I haven't done before. You're gonna have to put schedule together so everyone in the household knows what's up. Even if they know that I'm streaming, they're still gonna bother me. I mean, that's welcome to parenting. You think this game will heal nature? So far, so good. I'm not... I think the only... Hold on, let me actually make some space for myself. I think that's another problem. My desk is kind of cluttered right now. There we go. Yeah, it's all my my wife puts all of our bills on my desk because it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I'll put the bills on a desk. I'll take care of it when I need to. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you can slow your descent. Okay. Shockwave gun, an attack unit specializing in frontal suppression that fires powerful close-range shock waves and makes enemies easier to stagger. It becomes less effective as distance increases. Okay. Woo! Okay. Of course. As I was saying about healing nature, I think it'll get men to start being dads again. Parental instincts. It'll be the opposite of other M. it'll force us to assess our parental instincts. It'll do the opposite of what God of War did. Oh, I get to keep it. Oh, it didn't last. Other M is death, Pragmata is rebirth. Let's go. Hey, buddy. Is that wrapping paper? Yeah.
Mama.
Oh. So what have I been missing on X as of late? Not much. There was a whole Metroid Prime thing that lasted for a week. It seems to be dying down now that the Game Awards happened. There's people are taking ugly characters and AIing them into prettier characters, and that's pissing off a certain segment of people. But we knew that was going to happen. The Game Awards has made people salty, but I'll figure out why that is tomorrow when I do my stream. Use the shortest route, going through the puzzles, going through all the blue blocks, and then the green blocks for maximum disarmament. Okay, I noticed the blue blocks. I was like, is that a bonus or is that bonus damage? That's two. One left. Okay. Oh, there's an F box. Can you move things? Yeah, this reminds me of Vanquish a lot. Is Mikami secretly working on this? Or do I just hack it from here? Oh, I see. Downloading the demo myself. Code X3. Hacking nodes yellow have special effects that trigger when passed through while completing a hack. Passing through multiple nodes of the same type only increases effectiveness. These nodes only can be used a limited number of times. Wish I could, but I got this computer from my cousin and she forgot the password. I just realized that I wound up going through all the lengths of upgrading my computer to like this beast, and I have not used it to really play anything on it except for Proteus. And I played a lot of Proteus. Hacking node that disrupts enemy internal systems, temporarily increasing damage dealt. Repeated use on the same enemy reduces its effectiveness. Passing through multiple nodes of the same type boosts damage further. Okay. Hit harder and beat things faster? I'm all for that. I'm all for beating things faster. It can play up to PS3 2D games. It craps the bed on 3D though. Try Folklore and it's running slow. Probably means you need more RAM. And if you want to upgrade your RAM, you probably should do it now before things get really crazy. Because people are getting fucking stupid. How's it going, Bill and Ted? To Young Bay. Young Bay. From Kevin. Things at the solar plant are, in a word, quiet. Grunts like us show up in the morning and check out what the bots have planned for the day, and then we spend the rest of the shift trying to look busy. Gets you thinking. We're both engineers, but you ended up on the front lines of lunar development, and me? Well, I wish I could be out there too. Crime here, River. Hard to get bored keeping up with your chit chat. Warning, anomaly detected. This power plant has entered emergency mode. Cradle power output is currently limited to 35% of standard capacity. Trams and supplementary facilities are now non-operational. To restore full functionality, restart the main power generator on the top floor. Under administrator supervision. My eyes are moving faster than my brain. Is that an object? What is that? That's a light. This atmospheric lighting is it's weird. Actually seeing really good lighting in a game. It's been a long time. The storage is good. We got a 3 terabyte storage. Got a fuck ton of PS2 games on there. That's not bad. There we go. Yeah, I need to play God Hand. Actually, I have it on my Steam Deck. We had full screen boss fight. Do not do not make arguments for or against piracy. We are quite fairly balanced and so DS. I think the only problem I see is the button that needs to be pressed on the mouse is the furthest back button, and my thumb is having problems doing that. I call that old age. My old fingers are having problems like doing this contortion that's needed in order to press the button. If it was on the very top. Hold on, let me see if I can actually fix that. Controller vibration off. Sensitivity's fine. Controls PC. Let's see. Alright, we'll try it. Says I could press both buttons, but it feels like it's more responsive if I hit the bottom button more than the top button. We'll play around with it. At least it's something that you can toggle. Played a Japanese version. It has one move in the roulette wheel that was taken out in the US and UK versions. It's a comedy move that gives you slight invincible frames. Causes a pan to drop on Gene's head. Interesting. I'm glad I looked that way instead of trying to jump over to that. Oh, of course. My wife calls me Daffy Duck because when it comes to items, I'm greedy as shit. So I'm gonna go back and get that item that I missed. It's like, you're a greedy little duck. Every time we play Super Mario World together, she's like, you greedy little duck. I have to get every coin. I have to. It's a compulsion. I'm sorry. That's just me. That's how I am. Who knows? It might be an item that might help with late game stuff. Alright, one more try and then we'll continue on. There has to be a way to do it. It's cute. It's nice to have a dynamic. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, our 10-year anniversary is coming up in May. The only thing we both have agreed on is we want a nice place to go without the kids. Just for a night. Just a night without the kids. That's the only thing we want. Dinner, just maybe taking a movie or something like that, and just like relax. Yeah. It sucks even more when you work in a place. I work with kids, so it's like I'm always surrounded by children at all times. Like you're like trying to deal with that stuff, but on top of that, like you go home and then you got your own little screaming banshees. Like I can hear him now. I'm at work and the kids are like, Mr. Spiracy, Mr. Spiracy. Great kids, they're adorable. Son of a bitch. It's not an art stream. What are you playing? That's a demo for a game called Pragmata that just got announced. It'll be coming to Switch 2, Xbox, and PlayStation. I know Christmas for me will be noisy because my niece's kids can be loud at times. Yeah. I feel that same way. Nope, I am the guy carrying the little girl. Aha! Have you heard anything called Codename Soul? I've not. Give me the details on that and I'll look it up. If it's something I'm interested in, I guess I'll cover it. Escape hatches are checkpoints that Hugh can return to if incapacitated in battle. Diana must hack an escape hatch to activate. In the full game, you can return to the shelter via escape hatches. At the shelter, your suit integrity will fully recover and you can upgrade your gear. Okay. Alright, yeah, save points. I'm gonna get it for Switch because it's getting an amiibo. I saw that. The boy just threw the stroller for one of my daughter's dolls down the stairs. Christmas is my drinking time period. Do I just stand in it? What's going on? Oh, it's a new Ultimate game. Segue. Here's something interesting and good news. A bit of a white pill, if you will. Poland has had the third officially banned the Communist Party as they have found them unconstitutional. Oh, thank God. I worry about the future, but I'm pretty sure we're good. The floaty watcher about laser sensor shows where it's aiming. Easier said than done. Stasis net. The tactical unit that fires a spherical electromagnetic net. Oof. I really need to start drinking or relax. I'm tense as shit. A tactical unit that fires a spherical electromagnetic net. It expands on impact, immobilizing enemies with its radius for a short time. Duration varies by target. Oh, okay. Stun locks. Ugh. Damn, that's a okay, we're gonna try that again. Trying to do that with multiple targets is like tough, but I like it. I like this. I like this whole energy setup. It's starting to feel a little bit like Binary Domain meets Dead Space. Yeah, gotta admit it's surreal seeing the recent Capcom games on Switch. Pragmata is getting amiibo. The amiibo thing is probably gonna piss off all the people that were mad about amiibos, but I mean, I'm gonna be real. What are we supposed to do? They're not gonna stop selling amiibos regardless of how people feel. Alright. Let's make the environment work for us. Alright. Our whole sequence took way too long to pull off. Alright. I gotta let him get around me so I can get to that stasis net. Come around this way, big boy. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Got it. Alright, let's go. Hot damn.
ここのポットは一体どうなってるんだ。全部イカれてやがる。
攻撃してくるような子たちじゃないのに。
ああ、とにかく早く地球に び救難信号を送らない。
Remember in the puzzle, get all the blues and SH if and any shield markers unlock onto the green icon. Someone get some discern. It'll help with the nerves. I have Moscato. I got some Moscato upstairs. That'll probably help out more than. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the stuff, but like trying to do that while paying attention to where I'm at on the field, plus trying to avoid getting attacked. That's a lot. It is a lot. It's one of those things where I'm probably gonna, by the end of the demo, I'll have it like down pat. Then I have to wait months for the game to actually come out. It'll probably be way easier on a controller.
ここに子供はいないけど、もしいたら保護医なんかもできるはずよ。
You're saying it's so easy a child can handle this?
必要な場所に来てくれる。
マジか。じゃあ俺は何すんだ。全部おかま。
The irony, though.
まあ、人間は人間の得意分野をやればいいの。アイデアをひらめくこととか、利益を追求することとか。
Again, we're depending on AI to basically handle things, and when AI fucks up, then what? Which is classic sci-fi. I mean, it's... Yes, these things make our lives easier, but what happens when they screw up? To Liam from Jacob. It has come to my attention that a simple mistake I made got caught on hologram, and now the recording is being spread around the cradle. I enjoy my work, but it doesn't foster a positive work environment knowing that everything I do can be the subject of criticism or joke. It is really necessary for all operations, or is it really necessary for all operations to be recorded with such strict surveillance? I regret to inform you, upon joining the Cradle, you agreed to a contract acknowledging that all areas except for the designated private zones are subject to continuous 24-hour surveillance. Honestly, I sometimes wonder if the company is pushing the boundaries with this policy, but I suppose Delphi wants to leverage its access to state-of-the-art tech to strengthen security measures. Cradle-wide, I'm sorry I could not provide a more concrete answer, but rest assured your concerns have been noted. I will say this, they have to have a lot of confidence in what they've got to release the demo. Yeah, well, so far the game looks solid. It really feels like, it does feel like Binary Domain, it does feel like Dead Space, and I'm also noticing a little bit of, what's that? Bioshock. Just the dynamic between you and and Diana have a little Bioshock to it. Maybe he shouldn't have peed into the coffee. We wouldn't have been caught on the hologram. I've embarrassed myself, and I'm mad the entire world has seen my embarrassment. Jackpot. Jackpot. Okay. Oh, that's a window. I like this mechanic. It's starting to grow on me. Don't tell me that's the end of the demo. Oh, boss. This is gonna be a boss.
急に連絡しないと。
I can't get it because I already have it. Welcome to the solar power plant. The key to living on the moon and advancing research and development was ensuring access to a stable power supply. It's fair to say that the advanced systems in place at our solar power plant have been the backbone for supporting Delphi's development and expansion of the Cradle. Delphi Corporation. Yeah, I can see why they're very confident. Ooh. I can see why they're very confident in the game enough to put out the demo now. This game seems really interesting. It's doing a lot of things too. The controls are easy to pick up. It takes a while to get used to, just a little teeny while to get used to, but the controls are pretty solid. Especially if I'm using a keyboard, which I only use keyboard really for FPSs. But to use keyboard to get around and play like this, whatever, it's actually pretty dope. Graphics are alright, I will say. Like, I like the designs of the characters. This is probably one of the few AAA games that I've seen recently that has a really interesting character design. And get distracted by something else. Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Trilogy 4K transfer from Arrow a few days ago. Been waiting on it since I pre-ordered it 3 months. Keep saying I'm going to watch it. Watch the first one. The first Turtles movie is fucking amazing. Love the first Turtles movie. The control scheme reminds me of Dark Souls a little bit. That's the plan. In fact, the 4K transfer is from the original negatives. Oh, I've been thinking about getting those, but I didn't want to know if I wanted to get it or not. But if it's that good, I might wind up buying it for myself. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get hooked up with some birthday money, so I will most likely get that because I have the Turtles collection. I have the Blu-ray collection, and the scans are actually really good on that. I got a nice huge TV of like last year. I have a shockwave gun. Oof. Yep, that's what I thought. That turned out better than I thought. Check your DMs. All right.
あの装置で電力が回復できるよ。
やっと着いたか。
All right, hold on a second. Check your DMs in a second when you have a moment. If you get one, then obviously get the first film. I'm not sure if you can beat the original negative scans, assuming there hasn't been any degradation. The first film has always been a favorite of mine. That's the one I saw in the theater when I was like a teenager. So I fucking love that first one. The first Turtles movie is great. It's actually close to the comics for what it's worth. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Yeah, I know if I'm going to get a 4K version of TMNT, it's going to be that first one. I have a stasis net already. I already have 3 of those. I don't want this demo to end. I actually really am looking forward to playing this game. Can we get that message to Earth now? Of course. What is Idis's problem? Metal Gear. Oh shit, it's Metal Gear. Oh shit. Dude, therein lies my problem. Unleash a critical shot, a powerful follow-up attack when near a down enemy. Oh! Nice. Second form. When hacking gauge fills, Diana's ability overdrive protocol has been activated. When used, it opens up nearby enemies, immobilizes them briefly, and deals damage. The gauge is filled by hacking. Press X when the hacking gauge is filled to activate. Shit. My hands don't do that, man. Okay, that was fun. That was pretty cool. High five. Oh, that's what a high five is? Okay, that was fucking cool.
何を書いてたんだ。そろそろ教えてくれ。
Just open the cases up. Every single one of them has holographic cards, stickers, and Turtles 2 and 3 have their own movie posters. Oh, that's dope. Aw. Aw. All right. 53 minutes and 5 seconds. (4/24/2026). Capcom's Lolly Robot Sidekick game. Yeah. It's not bad. I showed up right at the end. You can always go back and check the rest of it. It's actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. Binary Domain, Dead Space, BioShock-ish. It's got some really great so the gameplay and the hacking options are actually pretty fun. Capcom might actually be onto something here. This is admirable. It's something to look at. So now I'm debating on whether I want to actually play this on Steam, or do I want to actually get it on Switch 2 when I finally do get a Switch 2 when my taxes come back. We'll see. It's not a bad game. It's one of the first times I've actually played a Capcom game in recent memory where the design of it is intriguing enough to keep my interest. A lot of the modern Capcom stuff, like Resident Evil Village, was okay. I played, I would say, 75% of Resident Evil Village, and it was all right. It wasn't like spectacular, but this actually utilizes the RE engine in an interesting way and doesn't necessarily feel like I'm watching the things that I grew up with turn into like just garbage. Or design wise, at least. Like the Street Fighter designs in the RE engine kind of look like trash to me. This is actually not bad. So would I buy this? Most likely, yes, I would buy this. I have fun with the controls. The controls, that was the biggest thing I was worried about, because it kind of forces you to play with the keyboard. I guess I could have used the controller if I wanted to, but the keyboard controls were just interesting enough to not be too much. Granted, like I'm dealing with a shit mouse that I did ask my mother-in-law to get me a new mouse for Christmas. Requiem is also looking decent. They won't say exactly, but I will say this. There's definitely a very strong Lovecraft influence from Hunter in the Dark. Interesting. I'll have to look into that then. But yeah. So I would say download Pragmata or the Pragmata and play it for yourself if you're really interested in it and you liked what you saw during this playthrough. Did I say Hunter? I meant Haunter. That might have been my my brain is having issues processing things lately. I think it's from lack of sleep. So like words come out different. It's me also trying to suppress my southern accent. So yeah, I would say download the demo for yourself. It's on Steam right now. Give it a check. No. I want to hear you go full on, oh boy. Now, I don't necessarily feel as if I need to talk in a certain way or certain vernacular, But there are times where I find myself going in the full tangents and wishing for a nice glass of mint julep. People tell me I have a southern accent. I don't see it. I don't notice it. Maybe it's compared to like the Midwest. Good old boy. Oh, you just want me to call people the N-word. Reckless abandon. I do that a lot on Boss Fight at the Movies, which is actually, if you want to listen to Boss Fight at the Movies episodes, I know YouTube doesn't like those, me putting those on the main channel. But we're on Rumble. You can listen to Boss Fight at the Movies on Rumble. Joel, Matt, and I go onto tirades and say all sorts of like horrible things. Also, my partner in crime will be back in town tomorrow, and we will be doing a recap of the Game Awards. I don't know what time tomorrow, but we will be doing that. So Bloodia will be back, and we will be doing RNH tomorrow, and we'll probably be doing RNH again on Thursday. So you get 2 this week. Be happy. So RNH will be available on Twitch, usually sometime around 10 o'clock. Every Thursday. Will your coverage be earlier than usual tomorrow? Most likely. I'm going to try to shoot for at least 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock I have to pick up the kiddo from school, but 5 o'clock will probably be the best. Because I got to record a Boss Fight at the Movies like that evening too. So it's going to be most likely get through the Game Awards, which will probably be like 2 hours. Now that all the pre-show crap has been cut out and they pretty much post the whole thing, whatever, we should be able to get through it pretty easily. I definitely try to tune in. I hope to see you there. I'm pretty sure we got a lot of stuff to talk about. There's things that I want to talk about that I have not. I've seen little glimpses of, but I don't know the full context of that I want to check out. But I'm going to get out of here and see about making some dinner. Thank you guys for joining me for this, and I will see you guys next Boss Fight. Take care. Have a great rest of your Sunday. See you tomorrow for the Game Awards show.